Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you a product that I came across, and it's one that took me a while to find actually. And the product is actually not the watch, but the watch band itself. Now you might look at this and say, well, that just looks like a regular oyster bracelet from Strapcode or whatever, right? And it very well could be, right? But it's not, because this particular strap is a 24 millimeter, and I believe the strap codes only go up to 22, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'll correct it somewhere here. But I wanted to share with you where I got this, and you know, what website where you can buy it from, because I know in the watch forums there were several people who were asking, like, where can they get a 24 millimeter oyster. So I did my digging, and I found I think you know, the oyster 24. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about it. So the lug size on this oyster is a 24, and it tapers down to a 22 is what they say on their website. But when doing my measurements with my caliper, it's actually not a 22, and you'll know why in a sec here. But a little bit about this bracelet: it's actually pretty good, or well designed. It almost feels like the Strapcode oyster bracelet. The only difference, in if you guys are a Strapcode enthusiast or aficionado, you'll notice that the pins are push pins, and the Strapcodes is actually a screw, which I really love. But you can't complain. Strapcode unfortunately does not make a 24 millimeter bracelet, so you have to pick your battles. This is not a bad choice, though. I highly recommend this if you're looking for an oyster bracelet for your watch. So this Bulova Precisionist here, this model came with a leather band, and I originally tried to get the Bulova bracelet that came with the same model, but in the red hands, and for some reason I couldn't get it to fit. There's a piece that actually fits in here, which the bracelet attaches to, but for some reason it did not align, and that was a Bulova part. So I'm not sure if this model and the model which looks exactly like this, the red version, differ slightly. So I'm not sure. So that again led me to research on finding the 24 millimeter oyster. So where I got this this bracelet from, it's a French company, I believe, and the website, and I'll link it below, is Esprit Nato, and they make nylon, leather, rubber, steel bands. And if you go under the steel section, they actually sell this is called the Super Oyster, and they have them available in the 18, 20, 22, and 24 widths. And so this is actually a hybrid, and I'll explain why I say it's a hybrid. So I ordered the bracelet from Esprit Nato maybe a week or so. It came from overseas, and received it, and was actually pretty happy with it. However, the clasp that you get with this is not the clasp. This is actually a Strapcode clasp, but the clasp that comes with the bracelet itself is this guy. And you might look at this and say, well, Mark, it looks identical. However, if you've already were able to see it on this model, it's got this style, which I think it's a little cheaply there's a lot of play, and I didn't really care for it. I mean, it was good, but what the problem I ran into was, and here it is right here, as you're closing it on your wrist, this tends to like just slightly shift. You see that? And when it shifts, it tends to bind right here. Right now it's working fine, but it tends to bind, and you have to like really squeeze it to lock it in. And then same with this. It's not as smooth, and that really bugged me. So I didn't like that. So I did my research, and I went to Strapcode. And this is their clasp. And the difference, and that's quality right there. Very solid construction. And every time it aligns, no problem. I still get the 3 micro adjustments as the original, and they actually have several styles if you don't like this. I just went with the traditional clasp with the 2 pushy pins. So just keep it simple. But they also offer other styles. So yeah, Esprit Nato 24mm Oyster Bracelet with the Strapcode clasp. Now, the size of the clasp I ended up getting was, I believe, a 20. And if you remember me earlier saying that the bracelet itself is a 24 by 22, when I did measure on my caliper, I didn't measure a 22 over here, it was a 20. So when I ordered the Strapcode clasp, I ordered it in 20 mil, and perfect fit. Let me see if I can get that thing to focus. Perfect fit. Slight play, not too bad, but on this side here, no play at all. Well, maybe a little bit, but yeah, 20 mil clasp, 24mm by 22, based on Esprit Nato's website, and you get this nice combo bracelet. And I'll do a wrist check here. So yeah, man, God, I love that smooth movement on the Bulova. All right, so thought I'd share that with you guys. If you guys are looking for a 24mm Oyster Bracelet, they do have them out there. It takes a while to come, but yeah, they have them out there available for you guys. So it's not that of a unicorn, if you will. And then I highly suggest upgrading to the Strapcode Clasp. It's far superior than this. I think it looks better, and you don't get that binding issue here. So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, comment below. You know, if you're having a hard time finding, or you know, size questions. Anyways, thanks for watching.